Hello and welcome to In Stitches with Jackie. I did a little short, just a little fun video on finishing the chandelier and thought maybe I should do just a little something more to mention. Putting the rhinestones the way that I am doing them is different. Obviously you can do what you want and decorate how you want, but they actually, in the book, when they're showing it, these are actually like some little hanging beads. And I got the embellishment kit for this, and so there were two pieces of this, and this is basically what they suggest to use. Now the reason I didn't want to use it is I didn't like the way it laid, and to be able to get it to lay right, I would have had to like put little stitches everywhere, and I don't want to do that. So even for these little rhinestones, these also came in the kit, and they are shown, excuse me. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with that. They're shown like right there, and they're just little rhinestones. Now, I think you're supposed to sew them on the top and the bottom. I didn't do that because every time I tried to do that, it was crooked. My suggestion for anybody who would be making this is to maybe do the embellishments on this one prior to stitching it all together. However, I have done that with some of these other blocks, and some of the embellishments fell off. So I'm not sure if there's a good way, but everything can always be touched up. So like on this one, I almost spilled all my rhinestones. Some of my rhinestones fell out there. I have a couple of them missing. So I got this many years ago, this Lorna Decorative Touch Wand. I want to say I've had this for like 20 years, probably longer. I don't know. I think I wanted to put rhinestones on gym shoes or something. So I'm glad I hung on to it because it's come in handy. So these little rhinestones are the ones that came again in the embellishment kit that I purchased that was specific for this quilt. But I did go to Michael's and I purchased some additional ones. I definitely purchased the black ones, and then I'll show some of the other ones that were mine. So up here I was missing two, so I'll put those there. And I don't believe, I'm gonna put my glasses on, I don't believe I can get this any closer. I'm trying to use my iPad today to film this to see if it is any better. Okay, so I like to use a little pair of regular tweezers. It kind of helps to grab them, put them in place. Now you don't have to put, these are adhesive or fusible rhinestones. There are other ones that you can purchase that are put on with glue. So I guess either one would work, but I did try to put some on with glue, and it did not work. It did not stick to the fabric. So you get them in place like I did those, and then you take this wand, which I have had heated up. You've been heating. I stick it in a coffee cup just to make sure not to burn anything. This thing gets really hot, and you do have to hold it on there for about 15 seconds. And then I'm going to go to the next one. Again, you have to be kind of careful because you can't push it out of place. There are attachments for this that are bigger. I want to say there's like, I don't know, 6 different sizes. So if you're wanting to do bigger rhinestones on other projects, that's definitely an option with this. So now I will usually wait, and then I'll just go back and I'll do it again. Usually count to about 10 or 15 seconds. And I have found that going back over it twice has helped tremendously with them staying on. Now I know that these are the rhinestones that are used if you're embroidering a shirt or a t-shirt and you go to put these rhinestones on, and they don't fall off in the washing machine. So I'm not quite sure why I have lost quite a few of these. So just feeling those, oh yeah, they stay hot and they seem to be in place. So now I am going to move up to the chandelier. I did this side. These all seem pretty good. Again, I stitched these on. All of these are rhinestones. These are the rhinestones that came in my kit. These are the rhinestones that I purchased. I purchased them from Michael's. They're not cheap. These were a little bigger in size, but they might be the same as that. And for 50 of them, it was $9.99. So I'm definitely gonna watch for the next time that they may be on sale, so that I can, let me see if I can get more of this in here. Oh, I'm not sure why there's such little. Let me see if that helps some. Okay, so what I genuinely do is, I'll dump some of them out. And it's easier this time because I'm just gonna follow what I did on the other side. So I'm just gonna start off here. Now they do kind of shift around, so you have to have a little patience. I don't know if anybody out there has done diamond art. Diamond art is different because it's just sticking it down on some plastic, but it's generally the same thing. You're putting it in place and wanting it to stay until you press it down. And sometimes it doesn't go that way. I have found, definitely use a pair of tweezers, because I wasn't using tweezers and I was getting frustrated because I kept trying to pick these things up. And it's been a while since I have bedazzled anything. And they just kept falling off and rolling everywhere. And every time I thought that I had it, it would flip over. So definitely use the, these are just my general tweezers. So I'm going to match those up and try to match these up as much as possible before I glue it down. Get this moved in a bit. Match it up as best as I can. And just continue to work my way. Let me see, I've got that one there. I'm going to take it up to here like in the other one. And you could see I spaced those out pretty much, just because, not that I don't have enough of them, because I do. Let me see, put that there. But I didn't want to put tons and tons of rhinestones. I was actually going to put another color on here too. I was really starting to get, I wanted to really get creative with this, and you can. I will show you what I did with another piece. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like I should have about 2 more of these. And again, I did do a cute little short video in time lapse to show how I did this other side. But again, I kind of felt like, well, really, if you looked at this or you went to go purchase this, they're gonna, you're gonna see something different. But that's what the beauty is of these projects, is make it your own. You don't have to follow the crowd. You don't have to do exactly what they're telling you to do. And Kimberbell is a company that totally welcomes taking your, showing your take on their designs. So they always love to see you doing what you want to do with them. I don't know. How does that look? That looks pretty good, I think. And I think I want to put one up at the top here. Yeah, I think that kind of, or maybe because that blends in, maybe I'll take one of my, I also bought these earlier today. because again, I thought I was going to be real creative. And then I decided that I needed to hone it down some. But I have all kinds of plans to make more stuff. Oh, I think that that will be pretty. Just kind of give it a little bling at the top. This is more of a diamond color. And I bought that also today at Michael's. Took me forever to find them. And remember, you want the rhinestones that are fusible. Make sure they're fusible with heat, because again, there's ones that you have to apply with glue. And I think those are a nightmare. Again, I tried to put some of these on with glue because I didn't know why some of them were not sticking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so I have the correct number. So now I'm going to take my wand again and very carefully try to get this. The bad thing that's happening with this wand is it feels like it's loose, like, I don't know, like something's, is that correct? And when you're doing that, you want to hold it straight down so that it gives time for the glue underneath to fuse to the fabric. These are also the most recommended for fabric. So when you go to Michael's and you look in the aisle, I'm going to fix this one with my tweezers. It feels like, I definitely cannot touch that thing right now, but it feels like the tip of it is a little loose. And I certainly don't want to be touching it, probably from me working on it with it today. So again, hold it straight down. This size that I have on here was specific for these rhinestones. I will show in a minute the different sizes. You can do some pretty large size ones. Ooh, oh, that one really dug deep in. Okay. This fabric's a little puffier. I'm not quite sure why this one puffed up a bit. This was out of my stash, but it was a regular cotton fabric. Okay. And it's actually fun. Makes me want to pull out my, what is it called? The crystal art. I bought, of course, it's Halloween themed. It's like a skeleton. And I want to say purchased it probably 2 years ago. I got some of the crystals on there. The thing that was bad is it's the square ones, which are somewhat hard. They're harder than the round ones to get in place because they kind of hit off of each other. And wish I would have known that. But that is a goal. I want to finish that. Again, one of my main reasons for doing the videos and trying to motivate myself to meet goals of just, working on projects that I have. I keep saying that because I have so many projects. Every time I go through something, I'm like, oh my God, I don't even remember purchasing it, but yet it was something I had to have right away. So what I'm trying to do is, I think I'm going to, my next series of videos is going to be embroidering a few projects. One is a baby quilt. The other one is a Halloween, a really cute Meowloween. I'm going to post that video. It's a really cute free pattern from Maywood Studios. I got the table runner put together and I'm going to quilt it on my embroidery machine. It is going to be a gift. And then I have a baby quilt. The baby is 2 months old. So I have to get that quilted, and I am going to also do that on my embroidery machine. Now, I will quilt table runners, wall hangings, baby quilts, maybe up to a lap size quilt on my embroidery machine. My largest hoop for my baby lock is 9.5 by 14. And I think my Bernina 770 is probably equivalent. The only thing is those are oval hoops, but I have the dime hoops, magnetic hoops for doing the quilting. So I really need to get some projects quilted before I move on to any more. I want to start getting into some of my fall projects, and then before moving on to Christmas. So I think that didn't stay on there. See, you just never know. Now these other ones have stayed on very nice, and I'm not sure why. That one right there just came right back off. Sometimes you might have a rhinestone that just doesn't stick. So my suggestion is let them cool down. Go back, hit it with the heat again. Like I said, once I do it the first time, I will go back and hit it again the second time. That's what I was doing here when that one popped off. This way, in my opinion, it helps to really get them locked into place. After doing this tonight, I'm going to be posting a video, probably not until tomorrow because it's loading slow. It's going to be the one I did the ties yesterday, the back pocket. I sewed on my back pocket today, but I did that by hand, so I did not put that on video because that's just a mess. I am not a good hand sewer, never claimed to be one, and I really don't want to be one. So I did sew a little pocket on the back for the lights. I did get my lights on, and I will show you those. Those are kind of a process too. It's not a process putting them on, it's a process keeping them where they're supposed to be. So after this tonight, checking my rhinestones, I think I have some other areas I'll have to check, but I won't keep this video too much longer. This will be the truly finishing touches on this, and again, I highly recommend this project. Oh, and I do want to point something out too, something I need to do for myself. Oh, I almost forgot that one. My blingy bling bling one up here. Okay, keep this one on for 15 seconds. Yeah. Again, real convenient to have a coffee cup to hold that in, because it does have like a little stand, but it doesn't work. It flips over and you end up burning stuff. I'm going to show you the stand. And they might have newer versions of these now, but this is the stand for it, and it doesn't work. I mean, you try to set it on there, and it just like, I mean, I guess you can, but it does fall off, and it's not worth getting burnt. And then these are all the extra, what I'm going to call feet. So you could see, you can go to rhinestones. I'm not going to take them all out of there, but you can go to rhinestones that are pretty big. And I don't know, you can do some really, really nice blinging with these. I'm sure that they still sell these on Joann's or Michael's, Joann's, wherever. But I have seen people do this. They'll lay it down and they'll take like a pressing cloth and they'll just put an iron on there. But I'm not quite sure I would trust that method, but I have seen people do it, and they say it works. I'm just going to do my second one on here, and happy to say that this one will be done. I'm going to just do like a little short video with some music showing the very finished product. Hopefully I can do a somewhat reasonable job with that. What I wanted to point out is my wording here. I don't like the way this came out, and the reason why is this is very small stitching, and I don't believe that the book recommended, but I really should have used like a 60 weight embroidery thread. because the larger the number, the thinner the thread. And when you're stitching really small stuff like this, you should really be using a thinner thread. Some of it just looks, I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but I think I will definitely invest in some 60 weight thread, especially for doing smaller lettering. Okay, and let me just show one more thing. Look at this. Can you see that? Where is he at? He's on this side. This is the little extra spider that I made. He's really cute. His legs are all jacked up because this has just been all over the place. But that was out of the Lace Studio, which I really wish I had time to make more. And I might stitch out more, but I don't have time now. So this is what happens with the lights. I put them on. I put some tape in the back to try to hold them in place. And the lights just, so when you pull the light through, and let me turn them on and I could show you how, I mean, I've adjusted these multiple times, but you got to remember that once you have your quilt hanging, they're not going to get messed up. But I've had some of them fall out. I literally have tape in the back. I mean, I have these things taped, everything, trying to hold these lights here. They can be somewhat of a pain. I'm going to be 100% honest. If you ever make a project like this, some people, not all, but some people do forego the lights, and they'll just they'll stitch the little eyelets. They won't do the holes, and they'll just do some real sparkly rhinestones in there. But I have to tell you, I like the lights. So, see, one of them fell out over here. That one's missing. So I have to readjust the lights again. And anytime you move the quilt or you're bending the quilt, trying to do things, these lights are just not going to stay in place. I even thought about, now they said you could put like a little touch of glue, and I tried that, and that didn't hold it neither. But again, once the quilt is hanging up and it's untouched and it's not being folded or, manipulated in any way, the light should be fine. And then, I'll probably just take them out once I go to wrap this up for the winter. Or after Halloween is over. And I think that, I thought that there was another one that I needed to do some more rhinestones. And there is. I got the tree here. So let me take and I'll do a few more rhinestones. Let me turn off this light. And then I will end this. And again, this is basically the completion of this project. If you're a person who likes embroidery and you have never done a Kimberbell project, they can be a little overwhelming. I have done many projects, and I plan to do like a little show and tell video of, I also have a lot of quilts I've made. I also like to quilt. I also have a lot of unfinished quilting projects too. Go figure for that, right? But doing this is actually helping me stay motivated to get these projects done. So it has been helpful for me to do these videos. And I hope that, something that I show, motivates you, or you at least feel like it's a cute project. If nothing else, it's a cute project, and maybe you wouldn't do it, but it's cute nonetheless. I can see I'm not grasping that hard enough. So let me get it turned around and put that one in place. And now I don't know which ones I added and which ones were in there. So, oh, I can see because it's sitting up. So I'm just gonna, again, get that. Oh, that one's already on there. This one I don't think is. So I'll get these reset in here. And this is the last thing, and I am done with this. Would I do it again? Would I make this project again? Yes, I would. But I think I'm going to do it again as a smaller project, and I'm going to show you something that I made. What's wonderful about these blocks is they're decent size. Again, there's some that you can stitch right onto a t-shirt for Halloween, like the pumpkin one. I really think I'm going to try to stitch that onto a t-shirt. I have not done a lot of stitching on t-shirts, and I have seen quite a few people who have done it, and it comes out great. I'm a little leery of it. But definitely something that I have on my bucket list to try. And let's see, let me get this last one here. And then I'm going to show you the extra projects. So again, a lot of people will take these projects and maybe take 4 of the blocks, maybe just take a couple, stitch them on towels. You know, again, make a small wall hanging, make a little mug rug. Some of these would be cute for a little mug rug. There's a lot of possibilities. You don't have to, you know, do this whole project. The background quilting, all the quilting that's in these blocks was purchased separately. That is the one thing with Kimberbell. Most of the background quilting is not, see, I don't know why that one came off, is not included. I think the prices are reasonable for the background quilting, and I like the fact that it's separate for these projects. Because I can choose. You don't have to always follow what their suggestions are. Again, you can make it your own and do what you want. All right, I'm not going to mess with that anymore, and I just wanted to show you the extra project that I made. The extra project I made. So again, you can, I really, really liked the chandelier. I decided, I don't think I put glitter in the other one, but I put glitter on this one. I did some little Swarovski, this little, and you could see I didn't do as many of them. I just put them along the bottom. That background quilting is a Kimberbell background quilting. This fabric here was done with a ruffler and then stitched on and made a pillow out of it with this wonderful fabric that I bought last year. And yeah, so again, you can, it doesn't have to just be one project. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed some of the tips that I shared. If you did, please give a thumbs up. Please leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to add. Oh, also, I quilted some of these blocks with glow-in-the-dark thread. So I am going to light this up really good and take a picture or do a video, a short video. That's what I'll do, a little short video with the music in the background, just a short one, to show how some of these blocks should light up. Again, if you like the videos and the information I'm providing, please consider subscribing. It would really help me start to build a channel. And give a thumbs up if you like the content. Thank you so much and have a great evening.